Hi Morgan, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, how's your week been going?
Well, it hasn't really started yet, but I got all my homework that's due tonight done, so that's good. And then I'm working on some homework that's due tomorrow, so I'm just trying to stay ahead and get everything done so I don't have to worry about it the day that it's due.
Right. So, how's school going?
It's stressful with finals and everything coming up. Everything just seems like it's going really fast.
Yeah. So, are you trying to really stay on top of your assignments and study and
Yes.
everything?
I definitely want to do better on my finals than I have been doing all year, so I'm gonna try and study more. But it's still 3 weeks away.
Right.
So
So, do you have any plans to start studying more? Or anything?
I need to get with people that are in some of my classes and study with them because there's certain classes that I don't necessarily know how to study for completely, like biology and stuff like that's a little easier just because you get a form that tells you, oh, this is what's going to be on the test, this isn't what's going to be on the test, so you kind of know what to study for. And then some classes are just kind of oh, I don't really know. It's just these chapters are going to be on the test, but you don't necessarily know what from each chapter is going to be on the test. So it's just hard.
So, do you do better with study guides?
Yes, definitely. I wish every teacher gave study guides because those are just, I know you're not supposed to teach to the test, but at the same time, it's easier to know what you're supposed to study than study something that's not even going to be on the test. And then it's you just wasted your time, even though you did study. You're not getting the results you wanted because you didn't study what you were supposed to.
Right.
So
you wish teachers were more clear about what was going to be on the test?
Yes, because some of my teachers give study guides and some don't. So it's I do better on the test that I have the study guide just because it's kind of laid out better for me. And then the teachers that don't, I can kind of see where I'm slacking because I don't necessarily know what I'm supposed to study. They're just chapters 1 through 5, this is going to be on the test. So there's 5 chapters and it's 30 pages each. So you don't necessarily know what out of those 30 pages is going to be on your test.
Right. So, what would you say is your hardest class?
I would definitely say my hardest class would probably be biology.
Okay, what makes it hard about it?
It's not my favorite subject, so it's hard to stay interested.
Okay.
Whereas, because I want to be a pediatrician, so I want to learn more things about kids and humans and not plants and animals kind of thing. And that's all biology is. I'm ready to take chemistry, even though I heard it's very, very hard. I think it'll be more fun because it's more realistic than biology. Biology is just a bunch of theories, and chemistry is oh, this is actually what happened, and this is what your answer is going to be. And biology could be oh, well, that's right, but this could also be right, too.
Right.
So,
what are your plans for, staying on top of your schoolwork?
Trying to get my study guides a little earlier maybe and work on them, but the only problem is definitely biology. I get a study guide, but she doesn't go over the study guide until 2 days before the test.
Okay.
So it kind of makes it more difficult because whenever I do it by myself, I get really detailed and she doesn't get very detailed, so it makes it easier to study what she's saying than what I'm saying because there's kind of less to remember. She just gives us different ways to remember it, but she also doesn't do it enough in advance before the test. She does 2 or 3 days before the test. So I feel I'm cramming when I should actually be studying instead of trying to learn everything at once.
So you study prior to the test or prior to getting the answers from the study guide, but you still feel you're still cramming even though you've already started studying?
Just because I don't fill out the study guide until she goes over it, just because she does the whole thing with us. So it makes it easier when she's oh, this is an easy way to remember this, this is an easy way to remember this. But then again, it's only 2 days before the test versus if I read all the chapters, I can kind of learn everything, but just sooner. So I think I'm gonna, because I don't think my test is cumulative. I think it's just over whatever chapters we've been learning.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start reading now and seeing what I can figure out, and then do her study guide and see. I don't really know.
So are you already starting to prepare for your finals and everything?
I have not even thought about them.
Okay. So when do you think you're going to start doing
Probably this week or next week.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to start studying now and then go to Thanksgiving break and not remember anything.
Right.
So then all that studying is just kind of pointless.
So for Thanksgiving break, are you doing anything or going anywhere?
Yes, I'm going. My family, of course, is having Thanksgiving, and then I think my boyfriend's going to come over, And then we're probably going to go to his family too. So
Okay.
we'll be very, very busy.
Well, that's good. So, after like Thanksgiving break is like dead week and finals week. So,
Yes.
Are you nervous about that or anything?
Yes, because we only have 2 weeks left of the semester, and that's stressful.
Yeah, I get really nervous then just because like grades are pretty much finalized and can't really do anything about it. But I'm sure that you will do fine on all of your finals.
I hope so.
And I'm sure that you are going to study well and do very good. So
I hope so. Let's pray that. Cross my fingers.
Well, it's nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.